Hello, hello, hello. I am the Linux Mench. Mouse scroll speed in Linux. How do you adjust it? Well, today I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's get to it. Right now, I'm in my main production computer. I'm in Arch Linux with the DWM window manager, dynamic window manager. And today I'm not going to work on a virtual machine, and I'm not going to use my capture card to record from another computer. I'm just going to stay right in here in my main production computer. First thing I'm going to do is open up a terminal. And of course, I'm in ST, Simple Terminal. Now there's a program, or it's an app. I don't even know if you want to call it an app, but there's a program called imwheel. It's available in every Linux distribution. And if you used my configuration files to do an install, you're already going to have it installed. So let's cd into my Mench folder from my GitLab repository, and let's ls it, and let's cd into Arch. Let's vim into my auto app, and we'll even go into the auto app basic. So let's go up to the top. Oops. If you used my auto app to do post installation of Arch Linux, you're going to have imwheel installed. And see, here it is right here, line 41, imwheel. Now, imwheel doesn't work without a configuration file. So let's get out of here. Now let's ls it. And if you ran either my runconfigs basic script or my runconfigs regular script, you're going to have the configuration file for imwheel copied into your home directory automatically. So let's vim into runconfigs basic. Okay, so if you see on line number 5, here it is right here. It's going to copy my configuration file for imwheel into your home directory because you're going to need it there. Or you have to make up your own configuration file, okay? Let's quit out of there. Now let's cd out of Arch, and we're going to stay in my Mench directory. Let's go into the Debian one. I'm going to go into the Debian folder. So I'm going to cd into Debian, and I'm going to ls it. And I also have an auto app file in Debian right here. So let's vim into it. Vim auto app. And right here on line number 12, imwheel is going to be installed if you used my Debian post install script. And if you did that, let's ls it. Well, let's clear the screen. Let's ls it. And in Debian, I also have a runconfigs basic and a regular runconfigs. But even if you do the runconfigs basic, let's vim into runconfigs basic. You see at the end of line number 5, it's going to copy my imwheel configuration file into your home directory. Let's say you didn't use my post install script for Arch Linux or Debian or Linux Mint or whatever, and you just want to install it yourself. So in Debian, you're going to type in this command, okay? Just like that. And if you're in Arch Linux, you're going to type in this command, just like that. Now, imwheel is not a GUI or a graphical application. It's something you use in a terminal, and you set your configuration file to the speed you want for your mouse scroll speed. So you can either use my configuration file for free to download, or you can make your own. If you used my post install scripts, and if you ran my runconfig script or my runconfig basic script, you're going to have imwheel installed, and you're going to have my configuration file automatically installed in your home directory. But if you want to install imwheel yourself, like I said, you can either make up your own script or you can use mine. So if you want to use mine, my imwheel script is the same in my Debian folder, my Arch Linux folder, my Linux Mint folder, and so forth. So if you install it yourself and you want to use my script, then you're going to have to download my GitLab repository. I'm going to cd into Mench, and it doesn't matter at this point now. You can go into the Arch one or the Debian one or the Linux Mint one. And let's just go into the Arch one, just for the sake of it. Let's clear the screen. Let's ls it. Oh, we can't ls it because it's a dot file. Well, we could actually. We could ls-a, and here it is right here. imwheel. Okay, so all you're going to do is, if you don't use my automated scripts, and you just want to manually copy it over, you're just going to do copy, period, imwheel, tilde, slash, and then you're going to hit enter. Now, I'm not going to hit enter because I don't want to recopy it, okay? But that's what you're going to do. If you want to manually copy it over, you're going to copy it over like that. You're copying that file into your home directory. Now let me show you how it works. So let's go to another workspace. I'm going to go to workspace 5 and I'm going to open up the Brave browser. And now we're in the Brave browser. And I'm going to go to Arch mirrors. And there's a reason why I'm going to go to the Arch Linux mirrors. And I'll tell you in a sec. So I'm going to go to successfully syncing mirrors. And then I'm going to click on country and it brings it up in alphabetical order. Now, the reason why I went here is because this is a really long page and I don't want to show you on a short page. So now I'm going to use my mouse wheel. Now you see here, it's kind of small, right? But the sidebar is right up here, right beside my mouse on the right-hand side of my mouse pointer. So let's scroll down. Now you see the bar moving? And look how slow it's going. We're only in the B's. Now, of course, successfully syncing mirrors in Arch Linux. Arch Linux has mirrors all over the whole world. So now we're just passing Belgium. And I'm moving my mouse wheel. And look how slow it's going. Oh, now we hit Canada. And look at this. See the bar? Look how slow it's going. Oh, how about that, eh? Arch Linux has mirrors in China. Colombia. So we're only in the C's, and I'm scrolling. Here we just hit France, Germany. Look at this. We're not even halfway through the alphabet yet. Hong Kong. How about that, eh? India, Indonesia, Israel, Japan. Oh, finally, we're in the M's. Netherlands. Anyways, I think I made my point. Look at the bar is only halfway down. And right now, we're only on the page that shows the successfully syncing mirrors. Okay, and see the bar is only half down and I'm moving my mouse wheel. Oh, Russia. Look at that. Arch Linux has mirrors in Russia. Anyways, I think I made my point. So now we're going to go into our terminal and we're going to cd into home directory. I'm going to clear the screen. So what I'm going to do is vim into imwheel rc. You have to remember there's an rc at the end of the file, and this is the file here. Now, lines 4 to 7, I've never used, and I didn't make this file. I got it from somewhere, and I don't even remember where I got it from. I think I got it from searching Google back in 2020, in the year of 2020. I did searching on the internet, and I found this file somewhere. So I did not create this file. So lines 4 to 7 I've never used, and I don't know how to use them. The only lines I ever use are lines 2 and 3. So if you see, line 2 and 3 are at a 1, which would be really slow. Let's change them to a 30. 30, 30. Okay, change it to a 30. Let's save the file. Let's clear the screen. Now let's do imwheel-kill. First of all, we have to reset imwheel, because we just changed the configuration file. And if you don't do the -kill, you're going to have more than one instance of imwheel open at a time. So we don't want to have 2, 3, 4, or 5 instances of imwheel opened. So we're going to do the -kill, imwheel-kill. And you can see here, it killed it and it restarted it. Now it restarted the mouse scroll speed at 30. And I had it at 1 because I wanted you to see what the slow one looks like. So let's go back to workspace 5 where I have the Brave browser opened up. And let's just go back there. Let's just go back to successfully syncing mirrors. It's in alphabetical order. So now we're back at the A's. Now watch what happened. And there's the sidebar right there. Watch what happens now. Wow. We're in the G's already. Now we're in the Netherlands, Switzerland, United States. So now we're at the bottom. Oh, now we passed the successfully syncing mirrors. So we're at the United States and there's Vietnam. Now, I'm in DWM, and I have an auto start file for my DWM. I should go back to my terminal, and I have an alias in my Zech configuration file to get there. So my alias is DWM auto. So this is my DWM auto start file, and every time I log into DWM, these apps open up. Of course, the ones that have the number sign there, or the hashtag there, they're deactivated. So you can see line number 6, I have imwheel-kill. So every time I log into my DWM window manager, it starts imwheel. So that's one way you can start it. Let's close it. Now, if you're running the Cinnamon desktop environment, I know for a fact there's a way to go into the settings into the GUI or the graphical application of the Cinnamon desktop and put imwheel in as an auto start. And of course, you're going to do it the same way, imwheel, kill. And I know that for a fact because I used to run the Cinnamon desktop. Now, I don't have the Cinnamon desktop installed right now, so I can't show you. But if you want to see, I made a video on imwheel almost 3 years ago. So if you want to go to my YouTube channel and do a search on my YouTube channel for scroll speed or mouse scroll speed, and that video will come up. And like I said, in December, that video will be 3 years old. And in that video, I was running the Cinnamon desktop. And in that video, I showed you how to auto start imwheel in the Cinnamon desktop. And I'm sure there's a way to go into the graphical application of KDE Plasma, GNOME, and start and put imwheel into the start menu there. Although I never did it, but I'm sure it's there. Failing that, you could go into if you're running a desktop environment, you could go into X profile and put it in there. And if you don't have an X profile, then you're going to make one. I already have one in here, so I'm going to vim into dot, and you want to make it a dot file, X profile, just like that. And you're going to go in. And then you're going to just type in imwheel, kill, and you're going to save the file. So if you're logging into a desktop environment and you can't find a place in the graphical application to auto start imwheel, and as long as you're using a display manager or a login manager, you can go into X profile or create the X profile file and put it in here. Now, I'm not going to save this. I don't need it. I'm just going to quit out of there. Another way you can do it as well is if you're running a window manager and you don't want to put it into the window manager configuration file or the window manager auto start file, and you're logging in through the TTY with StartX, or you're running a desktop environment, but again, you're logging in through the TTY with StartX, you could put it into your xenit.rc file. You could go into vim xenit.rc. Now look at this file. Look how huge it is. And most of the lines are deactivated because I have the hashtag and the number sign there. Because I auto start most of my things, I have an auto start file for every different type of window manager I'm using. But you could put it in here, and you see I have it in line 6. And actually, I should change that. You could put it in there and just type in, oops, it's better if you type it in this way, dash kill, like that, okay? So you could put it in there. So if you're logging in through the TTY with StartX, regardless of whether you're using a window manager or a desktop environment, you could put it in like that. Now, the only thing is I don't know if it works with Wayland. I'm not sure. I have no idea because I don't use Wayland. So let me know in the comments. If you're using Wayland, try it out and see if it works. And let me know. And that's it. In this video, I showed you how to change the scroll speed from slow to fast and how to make changes to it in Linux, regardless of whether you're using Debian, Arch Linux, Linux Mint, or some other Linux. And I showed you how you can use my configuration file and how to copy it into your home directory. And of course, if you used my post-install scripts for Debian or Arch Linux, and if you ran my run configuration scripts for Arch or Debian, you're already going to have imwheel installed, and you're going to have my configuration file in your home directory. So all you got to do is go in there, change the number to whatever it is, make it faster or slower, save the file, go into your terminal and type imwheel, leave a space, -kill, and hit enter, and it's going to reset it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like it and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I am the Linux Mench.